beautiful day. We are gonna go on a garden tour. It is June 5. I meant to do this on June 3 or June 1. 2 weeks ago we did a garden tour, so it'll be exciting to see what's changed since then. Just a little bit of a recap. In the last 2 weeks we had a lot of cold weather. It is a beautiful day today, but cold, rainy.
Yeah.
Some stuff loves it, and we'll start with that. The only thing that I sowed,
You can see them.
are they popping up?
Is that it, or is that a weed?
That's a weed.
Oh, what about that?
That's a weed.
Oh,
Those aren't popping up yet,
Oh, it's
but
right
we
there.
got,
right there. That's it.
there we go. We got some bush
Beans.
beans coming up here. In the bare spots we seeded bush beans, and then I seeded more in the greenhouse to fill in where they don't pop up. But the onions, garlic's looking great, except for this, I'm not sure if this is normal. The tips of them have like a yellowy, not sure, I've never actually had garlic get that big before, so.
Yeah.
These Walla Walla are going to seed, which is fine with me. I'm gonna keep the seed from them. I'll probably start eating them though, a lot of them, because they we're out of onions inside, and we'll just, I don't think they'll bulb up anymore. So not bad. Some of them are bigger than others, but like I said, this is the first time doing overwintered onions. We'll keep going here. Leeks, same thing. Actually, these onions are going to seed also. The leeks, same thing. I probably won't let the leeks go to seed because my friend Brandon said they might cross-pollinate. So
I don't know.
I don't know if that's good or bad. We got fresh compost on the onions, so there's a lot of contrast now between the plants and the dirt. Hopefully it'll keep the weeds down too. We have the green stalk planted now. We have herbs and some flowers in there. We direct seeded some zinnias, so like those are all zinnia. So hopefully it'll fill out. We got that a little late this year, but
It's okay.
we have a bed of onions there also, different variety. That's candy. So those are red Zeppelin, and those are candy, and that one over there we'll come back to is red Nugent. We have these trellises planted now also with some pole beans, just Kentucky Wonder. So green beans, but it looks like the chickens were digging in here. I don't know if those seeds made it, but we'll keep going here. Carrots are looking good.
Yeah, they are. Wow.
Have a zero tolerance for weeds in my garden. Excuse me. Oh, look at these ones, Kayla. These are popping up. So
Which ones are
that's red Indian
Oh, wow.
on this trellis and on the one behind me. I'm doing a little comparison here. So I got Sun Sugar over here and Sun Gold over here. We grew this last year. It is the best tomato I've ever eaten. It tastes more like a grape than a tomato. It's so sweet. Not even joking. And Tim Leap at the greenhouse said Sun Sugar was even better. So we'll be the judge of that.
Uh-huh.
This bunk here is radishes. The radishes grow like crazy, isn't that funny? And then most of the summer squash is coming up now.
Yeah.
I got 3 different varieties.
Those look good.
I reseeded this one because I think Simeon forgot to put his seeds in. It's not germinating yet. Oh yeah, that one is now. So I'm so impatient. This channel should be called The Impatient Gardener. Yeah, these seeds aren't germinating yet. I'll have to give them some water here. More carrots. And then we did seed some bush beans, like for example here, to fill out where the carrots didn't germinate. So every space is kind of used here. These snap peas have not put out anything yet. Typically we get...
I haven't seen any like fruit from it yet.
Yeah, none of them. And I got 3 different varieties have put out any even flowers.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I don't know if anyone else's snap peas late.
They're just slow this year.
Slow, and it's been cold. They like the cold, but maybe it's been too cold.
I don't know.
This bunk is always just beautiful.
We had some of this
covered
today.
That. Yeah, we did
lunch.
for lunch and yesterday.
It was good.
I've covered this bed quite a bit. The last couple of videos, these lettuce are starting to look like a head of lettuce now, even in the last couple of days.
Yeah.
This bed is just kind of ugly until the strawberries
It's random.
come out. Look at all these. These are Cherokee Trail of
Oh my
Tears.
gosh. Like all of them came up.
Yeah. Look.
Except one.
Except one where?
Just right there.
Oh yeah.
There's like
well,
a blank
there's a
spot.
double here, so maybe we can move
Oh
that.
yeah.
Or just leave it and probably be
They'll
fine.
climb. They'll be okay.
And on this side too,
They're coming up.
I have a different dried bean. That Cherokee Trail of Tears over there was dried bean. This is Good Mother Stallard. We're gonna try some dried beans because the kids eat a lot of rice and beans, and we just buy canned black beans. They're super cheap, but the red, I think the red head dots are a dried bean too, so that'll be kind of fun to eat a red bean. We have a black bean over here. I think this one's like a striped, this Mother Stallard. Anyway, so I took some strawberry plants from here and I replanted them over there to fill that one out, and then so I could keep that trellis space. But on this side, the strawberry plants are already kind of overgrowing the trellis space. So what I did is I just took these plastic pots, direct seeded some cucumber. So like these are just plastic pots, and I cut the bottom off, or I cut a hole in the bottom with a hole saw, and I can't really tell, but I just put it in there. So these will hopefully climb the trellis and then get to the soil beneath if they need. So all these trellises will be full. Hopefully, the snap peas don't really go up and above, but we'll replace them with pole beans when the time comes, when the snap peas are done. So we're not really doing morning glories this year we did the last few years. We did morning glories on these trellises, and they kind of take over the whole thing. They are really pretty, but we're just gonna try something different this year. No morning glories. So cucumbers over here too, fill it out. I did find a bird feeder and I put it up here. I'm not sure if it's a good idea because I've already seen that the birds are sitting on these trellises and kind of leaving droppings on the leaves there. So I might move this to like the edge of the fence or something. So this is our little greenhouse. Compost pile over there. My sister Jocelyn, we got this from her greenhouse. Beautiful hanging basket, adding color.
The dahlia.
All the dahlias we seeded got some buds on them.
Look at, and then this was that mystery plant. We didn't know what it was. It has a little flower bud in there.
Oh yeah, we don't know where that came from, but we had 2 of them.
We'll see what it
Anyone know
is.
what that is? I don't know. We can get our little app. And then over here, I have some sunflowers that I direct seeded at different spots of the garden. So I'll go this way.
Okay.
There's nothing back here, but we can look at the apple tree. I always forget about the apple tree. There's a ton of apples. Look at this. This is beautiful.
Oh my word.
So this is the first year we've had apples. Well, last year we had 2 or 3.
Right, not this many.
And they were tiny. So my sister Jessica gave us this apple tree.
Probably like 3 years ago.
Yeah, it wasn't doing very good at her house. She actually gave us 2 of them. The other one died. And actually it was I've never seen something like this even since. It was you can tell it's like spiraled. It was 2 apple trees spiraled together, and then the one had died already. Anyway, I think that was a cool idea if it ever works. But in the greenhouse here, we have some stuff going on. I'll spend a little bit more time here than I did last time. I got some more perennials going. Campanula, so Canterbury bells, hollyhock, and lupin. And then these are just more beans and lettuce. So I'm training these. This is a honey rock cantaloupe. Training it to go up that pole. This is a sugar baby watermelon. Training it to go up that pole. Got some peppers here. So some ones I got from the greenhouse just to try one plant. Thai hot. This is Big Bertha. I topped it and then it's starting to bush out. This is a sweet lunchbox that I got from my sister. And then these I seeded. This is Jalapeno Gigantica and Jalapeno Early. And these plants look great, and the ones in here look great. And that's kind of like foreshadowing till the last bunk will stop at. But the rest of them outside do not look that good. Got some tomatoes. Look at this tomato over here. I got it spiraling up this stake. We'll tap it and get the flowers pollinating. But this is a golden nugget tomato, and it must be a dwarf because it stopped vining about 3 foot high. So I'm not sure.
Pretty.
Yeah, it's really pretty. It's like a cherry tomato that's supposed to be sweet. Golden nugget. It's the heirloom version of like sun gold. So I got my compost going. That one I just did. Maybe I'll make a video doing that because I just mowed, and that's all just grass clippings. And if it stays like that, it'll get anaerobic. It won't break down. But then this stuff's good. This stuff's breaking down really nice. And then that stuff I got going also. So the potatoes look great. The ones that we saved the seed from, there is some blank spaces. These are Yukon Gold, which is our favorite kind of potato. We got some stuff along the fence there. More snap peas, no flowers yet. They keep growing. These potatoes are Kennebec, and this looks like they all came up. They look great. Got a few of those gold nugget tomatoes on this trellis here, and I also have some, I think these are purple potted pole beans. Purple potted pole beans. That's fun to say. Between them, basically just a green bean, but not green, purple. And I just kind of filled those in where there's space. So there's a couple here too. I do have pole beans planted here. This is a Brandywine tomato that I got from my sister. Hopefully that climbs the whole thing. I don't really know what kind of Brandywine. It just says Brandywine. This is the red Nugent. There was empty space here, so I planted these dragon's tongue beans. It's more of a snap bean. We don't really save any of these. We just eat them out here in the garden. They're really cool looking. My sister sells flowers at the Kalamazoo Farmers Market, and we went there one day, and there was a vendor there selling these basically purple and white striped, they're dragon's tongue bean, if you've never seen it. And we're like, what is that? And he's like, try them, they're really good. And they were really good. So we actually have saved, that was probably like 3 years ago. We've saved the seed ever since from the ones he sold.
It comes back up every year. So.
Yeah, and this is the last 5 seeds I had, so they all germinated. So that was from the first year. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, so I'm gonna save some seeds.
Yeah, we've never bought those.
for sure. This, I'll just show you since I'm right here.
Yeah.
This white pine tree, this was as big as my thumb there. So my thumb to pinky is 10 inches and it's probably 4 or 5 inches above that. All this year that it's grown, so 14, 15 inches. These are snap peas, and we got zinnias coming up. That'll fill out this whole fence line here. It'll be falling over into the yard, hopefully. And some more baskets around here for some color. I really like that. And that brings us to this section here, which does not look good. The peppers, actually when I did my last garden tour, May 15th, it happened to be 87 degrees, and I'm like, I gotta get these peppers out. And that was way too early apparently, because the last 2 weeks since then have been like,
we've had 2 or 3 really cold nights.
Really cold nights, down to 36, 41.
38, yeah.
I got pictures of them with like frost on them, and like the wind and the rain are blowing them sideways. And anyway, a bunch of them died, unfortunately. And the basil was pretty stressed out too.
Yeah.
Doesn't look very good.
No,
I'll just show you some of the bad ones here. So that one, you know, that's a pretty sad looking pepper plant. It does have new growth down there. They're not all that way. So I think they were stressed out in the greenhouse in their small pots. And then the other thing is, there's compost, but down like 6 inches, there's like, it's this clay. And if you see, you probably see with the drone, but we don't have, our neighbors, like look how green our grass is. It's like this all year long. It's just the clay does not, it holds water so well. And my neighbor, we got such green grass, but we don't have irrigation or anything, you know? So that's like a blessing, but peppers do not like to sit in water. I know, and have experienced, and these were just sitting in cold water, and I think that was most of the reasons why they aren't doing so good, but hopefully they'll come back. The early ones don't look as bad. They're definitely, yeah, they look better. And then I did fill in for my sister's greenhouse. See, even if you screw stuff up, places like, we have Cherry Valley Gardens right down the road, and my sister was growing vegetables this year, so I even got a couple different varieties. So, bright side.
Holy cow. That's
Well,
double as big as yesterday.
This tomato?
Yeah.
So we got the last bed here, set of beds, is the tomatoes, and basil in between. I do have a couple of those purple potted pole beans coming up on these T-posts, hopefully. And I just want to show you, these are the same thing. They didn't grow a ton in height the last couple weeks. Well, the last few days they put on 2 or 3 inches, but what happened was, because we had all that wind and rain, these things were literally like blowing as sideways as they could with the strings. They just thickened right up. So now I think they're like, we can't go higher, we got to grow thicker. So then they thickened right up, and now I think they're going to take off. So I got to get some fertilizer on them. I am going to try to fertilize a little bit more regularly this year with these, because they're a little bit more closer together. And the fertilizer that I'm using is just an organic granular fertilizer, and it's like 3-4-3 or something. It's not like very potent. And then I'll probably put, last year I put bone meal, bone meal. It's got calcium so they don't get blossom end rot, and we didn't have any blossom end rot problems. So another beautiful hanging basket here. Oh, look at that.
I liked that one.
I wonder what that is. I don't know what that is.
The orange one?
I'll take a close up with that. All right, it is looking really good out here. thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna fly my drone real quick and get some footage for the intro of this video, and then go grab my big camera, get some slow motion. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.